Energy Toss Radio. So happy that you are back with me. I'm so happy for you. It's a beautiful thing. I'm your girl, Sun, and you are now watching Energy Toss Radio Show, Powerful Women segment. And this woman I got coming up, after I talk you to death, is going to give us some gems, some go forwardness in life. I'm so excited about that. But right now, it is our culture, our love, our power, our magic, our way with Energy Toss Network YouTube channel, as well as you can listen to us on Energy Toss Radio, powered by Live 365. I'm so excited about that. Also, here's Frequency, you guys. Here she go. She's back. And look, and usually I don't stand up, but I'm doing it today. You're welcome. Okay? I am now a part of the Miss Full Figured Georgia pageant. I am in the category for Miss Full Figured Exquisite. That is going down August 13th. I'm going to give you all the jewels and gems to that down in the comments on the YouTube channel underneath this particular segment. All right? So don't forget, I'm here for you. You should be here for me. And we're going to dive right into everything. This young lady on my right, when I met her, y'all, we vibed soon as I walked in the room. I was so excited whenever I asked her to be on this segment because, you know, usually when we do the Powerful Women segment, they're kind of like, what? You want me to do what? Talk about what? Where? So I'm excited. She said, girl, I'm going to be there. When? What time? What day? And she did not hesitate, and she made it here before me. I'm telling you, I like black people that know how to tell time because I didn't today. And I'm sorry about that. You guys, look at this beautiful lady. We're going to swing on around. Miss Shalonda Brown.
Hi.
Looking good. Tell the people that may not know, that need to know, these good people, whom you are and what you do and what you represent.
Okay, my name is Shalonda Brown. I'm originally from Quincy, Florida, which is right outside of Tallahassee, Florida. I work for the City of Forest Park. I'm the HR director of the City of Forest Park.
You get the people the good jobs and stuff.
Good jobs, yes ma'am.
All right, so but listen, y'all don't be calling me and stuff. I don't know nothing about the hookup. I'm just gonna get that up out of there, okay? No, this is not what this is about. She was just giving you the occupation. All right, that's it. All right, Shalonda, whenever we met, if you don't mind, I'm gonna tell people how we met.
No problem.
All right, we met at an amazing experience with Crystal Kelly and the mayor of Forest Park, right?
Yes, ma'am.
She was not there the first day that we met, but we met through Crystal Kelly, basically. She was acknowledging women with the WOW event, Women of Worth, I Am Beautiful Awards. And it was amazing.
So amazing.
The people that were in the room, the women that were representing surviving domestic violence. Now, she wasn't throwing a big party about domestic violence. She was just letting people get their flowers basically while they're here, because there were so many of our sisters and brothers that aren't able to tell their story.
Exactly.
So, do you mind telling the people your story of how we, you know?
I do not mind. Like you said, we met with Crystal Kelly, and we were recipients of the I Am Beautiful Award. And I was married for 10 years and divorced at the age of 29. And close to the end of my marriage, I experienced domestic violence. So it wasn't the whole entire marriage, but it was at the end. So with that award that she gave, my daughter actually nominated me. I did not know. My daughter nominated me.
Oh, she did?
Yes, my daughter nominated me. It was so amazing to me what she said, the things that she said about me. But for her to experience and see what I went through and to think of me that, you know, my mom is worthy of being receiving I Am Beautiful Award was so phenomenal to me.
Yeah.
Like you just said, basically a lot of women, we as women today, we are scared to come forward.
Yes.
And we're ashamed feeling like people are going to judge us.
Yes.
But you can't feel like that. You can't feel like you're going to be judged.
Right.
And like me, I had to think of an exit strategy.
Yeah.
And with the exit strategy, it seemed like it was a catalyst for my life to just explode. And so many good things happened to me once I took that step, that leap of faith, basically.
We're going to dig into it, but this is what I want to ask you. What exactly, if you want to share, what did your daughter say?
Basically, I wish I would have known to bring it so I could have read it, but
just a little brief,
it was basically saying that I am like a role model to her. You know,
my gosh.
basically for what I experienced, and I did not let it keep me down, and I'm always trying to encourage others, and I need to basically receive my flower while I'm living and be an example to others, and because I'm definitely an example to her.
I agree. I think whenever I walked into the area that day, we started out with the morning of pampering, right? And when we walked in, I was like, okay, she must be someone here to help. Because I know, well, ain't nobody put their hands on her. Not like there's a look, you know, but I thought you were there to help, maybe be one of the mentors, because you're sitting there like, hi, you know what I mean? I'm like, what's hi? And we kicked it off now. Let's be very clear. There is no look for getting abused. There's no look.
No.
It just kind of threw me off. I was like, oh, okay. And then we started talking about your story. When was the first moment that you knew you were in trouble?
Basically, so how it was with me, it was so different. Like I live next to my family, basically, and my family didn't even know that it was going on because I kept it a secret. I kept it a secret.
How long?
For like a year.
Had the physical, because there's so many different areas of abuse. Had the physical started first or the verbal started?
The verbal started first.
Okay.
The verbal started first, and I used to always like think about it and be like, tell him like, you know, you need to stop being so, you know, aggressive in your tone, because he didn't drink, he didn't smoke, anything like that. So it's just like anger, I guess, out of nowhere. But like I said, it didn't happen at first. It happened at the end. And so I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't even go to clubs or anything. So it's like I was a homebody.
Oh, really?
So I didn't do any of that stuff. So I'm trying to figure out like what prompted you to start treating me that way.
Right.
I still never figured it out. Don't get me wrong.
But it started verbally.
It started verbally.
Can you kind of remember something that kind of made you think, okay, wait a minute now. Red flag, red flag, red flag.
So basically, like I said, he worked a lot. A lot, right? So when he come home, like I said, I was a dutiful wife. I cooked, cleaned, did whatever I needed to do. And so when he come home, he always had an attitude. And so I'm like, okay. So I would try to like distance myself.
Right.
And then that didn't work. And he would say nasty things, of course.
Right.
Hurtful things. But again, I still distanced myself. At that point, like later on, then it started becoming like a physical, like a slapping here.
Yeah.
Then it became punches. And that's what really like started really making me think of an exit strategy.
Yeah.
Because again, even though you're a good husband and you take care of the bills or whatever, it still doesn't give you the right to treat someone that way.
Right. There's no area of okay to that.
No area of okay to
There's
that.
no area of, okay, well, I'm going to, you know, but a lot of us that go through that, the first thing someone to say is this, why you didn't leave when it first happened? I don't know about you, but my story was I was in shock. I was like, oh, did you? Wait a minute now, cause I was tired. You put your hand, I'm supposed to kill you right now, but
Exactly.
if I kill you right now, I didn't like, what is going on
Exactly.
here? And for me, it was like, wait, did you? Wait a minute. You know what I mean? So for you, when that instantly happened, and just let me know if you don't want to go down that path, did you just kind of say, okay, did you hit back? Did you?
Initially, I was so shocked, to be honest, and I've always been quiet. So I've always been like the quiet person, and I was like, I would just keep it to myself. And so when it happened the first time, like I did try to fight back, you know, back with him and stuff. But again, I was still in shock. And so what started happening when it started getting worse, and he kept focusing on my face. So let's make that clear. So he kept focusing on like my face, like
Any part,
my eye, my
like punching
in my face. And so right now I have a hairline fracture and I have nerve damage on the left side of my face. And people don't really notice it, but when I get stressed out or whatever, my eye tends to like, you know, gets weak. But I have nerve damage in my face to this day, and I have a hairline fracture in my face from all that punching.
Repeatedly, or just like the first time
The first time was like one time, and then like the next time it was just like you do it and it kept getting harder and harder.
Right.
And so I had to tell lies when I went to work. It's like a different type of lifestyle I had to live.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of scary to me, but I had to pray about it. And like I said, think of an exit strategy. And the last time he did it, I actually called the police. And that was the only way I could truly get out of it.
Yeah.
And being the person that I am, he had never been in trouble before. So
Ever?
Ever. So I still was thinking of somebody else instead of myself.
Yeah.
So I didn't press charges or anything on him. I just wanted him out of the house so I can move on.
Right.
So that's what happened with that.
Well, when you did that particular thing, did he move on after that, or did he come back?
Oh, he kept acting like, oh, I'm going to kill myself. I can't live without you.
He then became the victim.
He became the victim.
Yeah.
Yes, he became the victim. And
did you kind of fall in to say, okay, well, let's see if these things could work?
No. I was done.
You were done.
I was done. Yeah. And it was a hard thing for me because again, he was the provider basically. I had a job, but he was the sole provider. So what I had started doing in my exit strategy, I started rearranging the bills and didn't let him know. I was like, well, let me start paying the big bills just to get it, just get acclimated to it.
Yeah,
you get paid every 2 weeks. I get paid every week. So let's, whatever. So that's how I start like transitioning and figuring out what's the best option for me and my daughter. And that's what I did.
So was your daughter witness to a lot of that?
She witnessed like twice. And the time that she witnessed it, it's like he hit me one time, my eye was so big. And she was crying, I was crying. I was like, again, that was my notion to know I need to leave.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want her to experience that. I really didn't want her to experience that and see that keep happening. I used to have to put dressers, like the life that I lived, I used to have to put a dresser behind my door so he couldn't get in there. And he was still, literally, I almost break the door down to get in after me. And
was your family in the area?
So I don't have any, I'm the only child.
Right.
So
okay.
it's just my mom.
Okay.
And again, it was just me, my mom, and then my daughter, of course.
Okay.
But my mom, and I had cousins around, but again, I kept it so hush-hush. When I told everybody what was happening, they couldn't believe it. I stayed that close around and tell nobody because I was embarrassed.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, a lot of us that go through domestic violence, I do believe that the first thing that hits us is shock. Mm-hmm. The second thing is embarrassment. Like, wait, this is not like, oh my God, I want to just, it comes to a part where, okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? For me, though, I was one of the women that stayed and tried to continue to, because he was the main provider.
Got you.
He was the one that was doing everything. And fortunately, when I came to my senses and time to go, I was able to go like you were. Some of our sisters don't make it out of that. They don't have the moment to tell their story. Whenever you left, you took your daughter, of course. What was the first thing you did whenever you realized I did it?
I'm free. And I was so excited. It's like I told my mom, because like I said, I always lived around in that area, like Quincy. And I always wanted to leave and move, but he never wanted to move and go anywhere.
Right.
So when I broke free, basically, I told my mom, I said, I want to move from out of the area.
Absolutely.
And I told her, I said, I have applied to Jacksonville, Florida, Orlando, Atlanta, Birmingham, Alabama. Whoever calls me, I'm going. Atlanta called me, City of Alpharetta called me. And that was my breakthrough.
Oh my God.
That was my breakthrough. And I moved to Georgia in 2005. And I brought my daughter in 2006 because the middle of a school year.
Absolutely.
So she stayed with my mom.
Absolutely.
And I bought her in 2006. And I've been excelling ever since.
Well, I see a lot of the stuff you do because I follow you. And you're a part of, is it AKA?
Yes, ma'am.
I did it right! I'm so glad I didn't mess that up. Because they
better not.
They always mess that up. No,
Exactly.
I have not had the privilege, okay? So is there anybody you want to shout out? Or, of course, AKA?
Yes, of course, my beautiful chapter, Kappa Omega.
Oh.
And my beautiful sorors and my line sisters, Skiwi 123. I want to give a shout out to them.
Oh my goodness.
We just celebrated our actual year anniversary last weekend.
I saw that. It was so many of y'all.
Yeah, 123 of us.
Oh my God. And it's so beautiful. They got it together, looking Good looking. Now, are you doing any type of speaking or mentorship or any type of not just speaking, motivational speaking, any type of
So let me tell you
therapy,
this. You're
anything
gonna be
with the women?
surprised. Let me tell you this. I have always been a shy person, as I stated. I have never did any public speaking. So after my event with Crystal,
Uh-huh.
she invited me to her church.
Really?
And so I did. That was my first actual public speaking event at her church, and it was amazing because I had to step out on faith. And after that, like I said, you invited me here,
Right.
and other people have been inviting me. So I'm just speaking my truth and trying to encourage other women.
I can see you doing that. I think that a lot of us should take what we've learned, especially on that journey, because again, it can end up in so many avenues. You know, I used to go to shelters and visit women and kind of see their children trying to survive from that. Even children don't survive because their mothers didn't leave,
Right.
or fathers didn't leave, or, you know, because the fathers become victims too. And then they either have to go to work, their single fathers have to go to work, and then the girlfriends that they're with then hurt somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of like a whole scenario there. And it doesn't just stop at women, but we are now in a place where we're talking about it more. We're moving forward a lot better in saying this is why this happened. We're taking the toxic parts of our lives and saying, look, this was toxic for me and this is why. If you could sit down at a table and speak to 5 people and encourage 5 people with your story, whom would they be, dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
I know it stumps people. I know 5 people.
Just encourage them. A lot of people will be alive, and I would say a lot of my friends and a lot of their friends that are going through it.
Okay.
Because I try to encourage everybody, and my platform that I use is social media, like
Oh yeah, I see
Facebook.
I see it.
And so basically, I would thank my friends, to be honest,
Yeah.
right? 5 of my friends, because a lot of times they call me when they're going through things, and I basically try to encourage them. And they are going. Some of them have gone through domestic violence as well. So I have really encouraged them to like leave,
Right.
or don't take it or whatever. So, those are the people that I would say I would choose, like my
Yes.
friends.
And don't say their names.
No, I
It's
would
not-
never say their
I
names.
don't say their names.
I would never say their
That
names.
is a process, but okay, I like that. I applaud that. When going through your domestic violence and going through your situation, was there a time when you was like, I'm just about to end it for myself. I'm not even going to go through this anymore. I'm done. I want to either do away with myself or hurt him, or what?
Now, I wanted to hurt him. I'm not going to lie. I
What
wanted to
was
hurt
the down? We were all. You're already in a down part of that. Was there a moment? Okay, you went through the wanting to hurt him stage.
I wanted to hurt him, but not myself.
Right. Okay. That's good though. That's not good. You want to hurt him. I'm sorry. We don't condone violence.
No violence.
Did I just alert?
But at the time, you thinking to yourself like, this person said they love you. You're married. Why are they hurting me this way? So again, I did want to hurt him, but not physically hurt him, like like that. But I want him to feel the hurt that he was imposing on me.
Right.
As far as myself, I did not ever want to end it for myself. I just prayed a lot. It made me get more in touch with God and my Christianity.
Yeah.
And so that's what really helped me. That motivated me was my faith. My faith in God.
Prayer.
Prayer is the key to everything.
Everything.
Everything. And I allow God now to order my steps in every way.
So where is this person now? Has he tried to reach out to give his apology, or
So what's funny?
why are you smiling?
What's
What
funny
happened?
is, let me tell you something. In order for you to move on, you have to forgive.
I was waiting on that.
You have to forgive.
I was waiting on that because there are a lot of people that go through anything, right? And their scariest part in life is forgiving. But I tell people all the time, you will be amazed at the multitude of beauty that comes to you, the person, the victim, or
Yes.
anything that you're going through. When you look, you don't even have to see them. You could just say to yourself, you know what? I forgive them. that's a release of energy where the beauty
Yes.
comes out of your life and things start to.
And that's what happened to me. I forgave him, and actually, like I said, he's my daughter's dad.
Yeah. I
And
be saying that.
I actually have conversation with him. I mean, like to this day, like everybody like, how can you talk to this man? We're friendly because guess what? That happened back in 2002, 2003, right? And my life has changed so much. And for you to see the successful woman I am today, and you can't be a part of that, that's punishment enough, I feel.
I know it's hurting you.
So that's why
I know it's hurting you.
That's why I can talk and be friendly to you, because you're seeing what you had. You had a good woman. You had a good wife. And now you can't even enjoy the fruits of my labor, basically, and enjoy what could have been because of your problem that you had, whatever problems you had that caused you to do what you did.
Right.
But that's why I feel like it's punishment enough. So I love talking to him. We had good conversations, whatever. And he always tell me that, I let a good woman get away.
So there was an apology tried to be issued.
I think it's always denial. A person always denies,
denial in that process all the time.
And you try to find excuses, but it was never an excuse because, again, I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't cheat, I didn't do any of those things.
Right.
So you did it because you wanted to do it, and you probably had problems for yourself, but you couldn't think of a reason to blame me. So...
with your daughter, you and her have an amazing relationship. I know that.
It's like I had my little best friend.
Right. I know that because she's always raving about you. If you're watching, you're the best. Okay? Like, the best. So let me just ask you this. Was there a point in her life where she was angry at dad, where she wanted questions from dad? Did she ever look at you and say, Ma, I just want to know why he did that to you?
To be honest, like, the three of us have conversations right now on three-way. And she wants to have a relationship with him, but it's like he still, I guess, like, if he don't talk to me, he don't want to talk to her. That's how it was. But I had to talk with him and let him know, like, you and her share the same blood. I don't. You need to have a relationship with her, not me. So if I don't talk to you, it still shouldn't stop you from talking to your child. And so him and her, they talk now, whatever. And she asked him with me and her, on the phone about basically, why you did it to mama, whatever. And he don't like to talk about it. So he's in denial.
You are a good woman because I just heard you say something. You need to have a relationship with your child. It doesn't matter if you have one with me. You have a hairline fracture. You have nerve damage. Yet you still want him to benefit from knowing his female child.
Yes.
You still want him to be able to have a moment to see her growing. And that within itself is way better than I would ever be. Way better. I don't know if any other woman would do that. I mean, I've seen men not be able to see their kids for less. I mean, if you don't even buy clothes, you can't come see the baby. So I definitely feel like that statement within itself is worth a teaching, something that you should look into doing, or what having that process to do. And that the way that you just presented, that leads me into a great segue because that's the reason why I like doing Powerful Women segments. It's not about a red carpet. It's really not about who you're connected to. It's about the energy that you bring and give to people in order for people to heal. And that small statement within itself would help so many other women heal and so many other families get on the road to it if possible. Everybody has their own path.
Right.
And I get that. Whenever we first met, I knew that your energy was powerful. Like, dopeness. I was like, I need to know who did it. Okay, what is going on here? And then once we all started talking and getting involved, I said, man, I got to have her on the show. So I waited till after. Remember, I was like, okay, I'm going to wait because it's Crystal thing. We don't mess up Crystal Kelly thing now. But, I'm so happy that you came on. I'm so happy that you shared your story. I do believe, though, you should take your gift and start speaking to other women. And whomever will take it and listen, I do think you should start doing brunches and going out and let younger women, I'm 45, older women too.
I would love
because
that.
there are women that are in their 50s and 60s that are literally going through abuse, and people think the older you get, the wiser you should
Right.
get. Sometimes you stay in that because you feel like, well, don't nobody else want me.
Right.
Who gonna take me at this age? Plenty will take you at that age. There's Instagram, there's hotdaddies.com, there's,
ChristianMingle.com.
Oh, I'm sorry, Christian Mingle. Amen. Christian Mingle. Well, I was getting there. I was getting to Christian Mingle. I was gonna say it down the line.
Okay.
Okay, listen, shout out anybody else you want to shout out, because we were about to end this segment.
Okay, I want to shout out my mom, Gloria Thomas,
Hi,
my
Gloria.
daughter, my beautiful daughter, Shaquandria Brown, and my bonus daughter, Khadijah Reese Jones.
Okay.
And again, my work family at the City of Forest Park. And that's it.
Well, you guys have a gem. She's amazing. She's beautiful. I want to tell you that you're worthy.
Thank you.
I appreciate you for coming. Please, please, please go share your gift.
I will. I definitely will.
I'm going to be watching the scene because I'm going to come to whatever brunch you're going to be at.
Thank you.
Support is a thing within sisterhood. I will let you know about the pageant. We follow each other.
Yes.
You guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Energy Toss Radio Show. Powerful women segment. We ain't going to keep it too long. We film at the Plug ATL. I love you guys. Thank you so much for always having us. I love you, honey. My husband couldn't be here today. He's always in the background. But we got Phil Engineering always doing his beautiful thing, which is, whatever he wants to do. I thank you again for being here, sister.
Thank you for having me here.
All right. It is always our culture, our love, our power, our magic, our way. Energy Toss Radio Show. Magic, our way. Energy Toss Radio.